So it's really early. It's 8:33. I don't have to be up at all today. My exam is not strenuous tomorrow. The reason why I'm awake is because last night I was retarded. Um, and not in the way that you would actually think. I was clicking around on Stumble, because that's what I do. Um, and I did this test, and it was, can you tell if the picture is photoshopped or not? And I was like, yeah, fuck, yo, I'll do this shit. So I'm clicking on this test, and it's like, oh, blah blah blah. Is this photoshopped? Is this not? Is this not? And it got to this picture that I got before that I linked to Parissa, and it made me cry for 4 hours. That other time, like it wasn't like constant sobbing, but it was like I sobbed for probably an hour, and then I shook for an extra three. Um, and it's a picture of a snake, like a giant anaconda, which already is, I don't even know why I bothered. The first time I ever saw this, it came up smaller, like I'd have to click on it to enlarge it, and it was bigger than like a normal wallpaper size, and I didn't know what it was, and it's like there's a cliff or like a rocky slope, and in the water there's like it looked like a horse, and I was like, oh, what the hell is this? And there's like this vine thing that's coming off of the rocky, like the rocky wall, and I was like, what the hell? So of course I had to enlarge it because I didn't know what the shit was happening, and it's a giant anaconda hanging on to a water buffalo's head. For someone who basically bursts into tears at the mention of a snake, someone who throws panic attacks and has them for quite some time after seeing a snake, not so good. So I saw that picture again, but because I knew what it was, I didn't enlarge the thumbnail. I just kind of clicked on it and ran, kind of thing. I ran in the internet. Um, and so I was like, okay, that's gross, that's gross. So then, because I'm retarded, Chris and I were talking, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to show you the bane of my existence up at the cottage, which is the Massasauga rattlesnake. Actually, any snake at the cottage is the bane of my existence, but this thing actually scares the living shit out of me, and it's it hurts my heart to talk about it, literally, because I start to panic. Um, they don't grow to be, well, they grow probably to be around. Okay, so they grow to be really, really gross, basically. They can get up to like that thick, and they are highly poisonous. Like, if they bite you, you're dead if you don't get to a hospital within half an hour. The funny thing about Mountie County, um, the nearest hospital is 45 minutes away. So, needless to say, when I see them, I worry for more than one reason. Um, they're gross. They scare the shit out of me. So, now that you know that, in my dream, I had a dream that the anaconda from before had wrapped itself around my body, and it was really, 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 really tight, except it let me have like one hand free. I was like, oh, stupid snake. Well, I wasn't thinking that in the dream. I think it now. But it got really tight, and I like looked down at its skin, and its skin was starting to stretch, and I was like, huh. So I don't know, something in my dream told me that the logical thing to do was to poke the snake, and I was like, wow, that makes total sense. So I poked it, and my finger went right through its skin, and it like exploded into millions of tiny snakes, and they all like, oh, fuck. Okay, I woke up and I was in a sweat. And then I lay in bed shaking. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm I'm going to tell someone about it, and someone's gonna laugh. And as soon as somebody laughs, then it's totally worth it. But right now, I'm still kind of shaking because that shit ain't right. Like, what the fuck, brain, subconscious, and brain? Why would you do that? I don't know. Maybe you're a bitch. Well, that sounded very. Okay, I'll try that again. You're a bitch.